guys, I'm back today with another video. This one is going to be brought to you by the company Nadula Hair. And speaking of Nadula, I do want to let you guys know that they are planning an official website upgrade starting July 15th to give you guys a better browsing experience. They're also going under a brand transformation. So their new slogan is going to be "My Hair, My Way." And while that is happening, they'll be giving new packaging and also exclusive gifts. I do have a picture of what the new packaging looks like, but while they're going through the upgrade, do not be alarmed if you receive some new packaging or old packaging, because it is going to be randomly sent. But let's get back into this video. The unit that I will be showcasing today is their 13x4 ash blonde body wave wig. This one is in the length 24 inches. Now, as you can see, this one does come pre-curl. You get lace tape on the side, that is the lace area. You also get a comb in the back, your adjustable straps, and they also include a removable adjustable elastic band, and they also threw in some extra lace tape. This is an average cap size. I went ahead and adjusted my strap, so this is just a tiny bit big in the nape area. And also you can see they went ahead and pre-cut the lace, and they also pre-plucked out the hairline. Now I feel like this lace is just a little bit too light, so what I'm gonna do is take it off and just add a little bit of my tint spray to the very front. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit nervous about this because I felt like it was going to stain the hair, but what I did was hurry up and wipe it off if it got on any parts of the hair, and then I just dried it down, and this is what it is looking like now. As you can see, it's starting to blend in a little bit better to my skin. That some of the lace is overlapping my ear, so I'm just going to trim that down so it can fit right. And then I'm going to also trim down just a very little bit of lace in the front. There wasn't too much that I needed to cut off. It was just really that little side. And then I'm going to play around with this tape. This is where I struggled at, y'all, because I don't know if it was the lace tint that kind of like deactivated the tape, but it did not want to cooperate at all. First of all, it wouldn't peel. It just was sticking to the paper. Then I cut out a new one and I tried to put it on. And then I tried to place it on my skin, because that has happened before. And I just placed it on my skin. I cleaned around my hairline. It wasn't happening. I said, you know what? We just gonna remove the tape, and we just gonna go in with my adhesive spray. So I'm spraying underneath the lace on the side, of course, because I want a really good hold. And I'm just making sure to pat everything in so any lace doesn't roll up. And then I'm just going to dry this down. Happy so far with the way that the lace has laid down, so I'm gonna go ahead and tie my elastic band around the front of the hairline, and I'm gonna go off of camera and do my makeup so I can finish off the rest of the hair since it's already pre-styled. And yes, your girl came back like I'm about to take your order. Don't play with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that elastic band, and I feel like the lace is just a little bit too light. So what I'm gonna do is go in with this brush that has some of my concealer on it, and I'm just going to go around the hairline and just kind of tap it in. I'm not gonna put any extra product. This is just whatever is left over. I'm also gonna pull out just a little bit of hair in the front, and honestly, I really didn't need to do this step because of how blonde everything was. I feel like it just kind of blended into my skin a little bit, but I am gonna go ahead and trim this down. I'm gonna curl it. I'm gonna use a little bit of mousse and just swoop this over. Around the hairline and also the top of the unit with a little bit of heat using my hot comb just to kind of sleek everything out a little bit more. But as you can see, everything was laying down flat, so you're not gonna have to worry about any issues. Using a wide tooth comb to comb through these curls, I did run into a few snags, especially towards the ends of the hair. I also received a little bit of shedding during the styling process. Now, once I got through it, the curls came out really good, so I'm happy that this already does come pre-styled. Is what the unit is looking like. This is style number one, because you know your girl is definitely going to give you some options. I love the way that the front of this hairline is looking. Like, girl, She is laid down. Now, if you feel like this is just too long for you, this unit does start at 16 inches. The longest length is 24 inches. This is also 150% in density. I feel like the density is natural for every day. The thing that I will say about the density is that I wish they added a little bit more at the very top where the end of the parting space is, because you end up not being able to use as much parting space. And that's the thing with the 13x4, is because you don't want to end up running into any tracks. So you just want to be careful with that. As far as everything else with the density, I'm okay with it. I love the very front of the hairline. I love how they plucked it out and how natural it looks. I was really surprised how this hair feels, besides the ends of the hair snagging a little bit. The hair is really nice, okay? And also when you wash it, you're gonna get a nice body wave texture. I was kind of moving my hands through the hair. I said, oop, I need to put a little bit more spray on the side, but that's all right. Y'all know I'm gonna fix it. But before I do all that, I'm going to go ahead and style this hair as a side part. Now, because this is only a 13x4, I cannot give you a deep curve part. One thing I will say is that I do like that it was super easy for me to move this over. I only had to go in using my hot comb, and I didn't have to put any mousse, any wax, or anything at the top. So I'm going to be giving you guys a wand curl look. Hair wand curl really good, but I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of powder into that part on the side. I'm also using a little bit of my Sleek and Shine serum to lightly fluff up the curls. I don't want to fluff them up too much because I love the defined look. I rather them just kind of get older and drop. But this is what it is looking like, y'all. And the other thing that I noticed, that depending on your lighting, that's how you're going to see the color. It might just come off a little bit different. But this is absolutely gorgeous if you want a more kind of date night type of look. But I'm also going to give you another option if you have an event to go to and you want something just a little bit more classy. First of all, the way I pull that hair back, I know a ponytail is going to eat. Okay, but we are going to pin this hair up. So I'm just going to be using my claw clip. You see a little bit of my cap on the side. So I'm going to add a bobby pin on each side. I'm also going to be pulling out a little bit of hair in the nape area. I'm also going to retouch up those pieces that I pulled out. I'm also going to move that hair up front a little bit so that it can sit up just a little bit higher without me having to redo the clip over. But this is what it is looking like, y'all. I thought that this was really nice. If you have somewhere a little bit more classier to be, but you still want to rock the blonde look, this is it. Now, if you don't want to use a clip and you just kind of want to do like a French roll, you could do that also, but the clip is what I had to work with. Another thing is that I tucked that little piece of cap underneath. That way it would not show, and then I just kind of pulled a little hair out so it could look a bit more natural. Definitely a nice switch up because I do not showcase a lot of blonde units on my channel. One, I was really intimidated by them, but this one, I really like it. Let me know which style that you like the best. If you are feeling this, I am going to make sure to leave a link down below. Once again, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on, share and like this video, and I'll see you all the next time.